Hey guys, Geek6000 here. So today I wanted to show you guys the laptop I use on a daily basis and how it does in 2019. This laptop it's very heavy. Very heavy. I mean, we're talking like 4 pounds heavy. So it's not something that you can carry around very easily. It is a 14-inch laptop, so it is a good size to fit in a backpack if you do want to carry it around. And it may look to you like a normal laptop to you until you open it up. And you see, mine has the Core i7. So yes, this laptop does actually have a quad-core octa-thread Core i7 in it, clocked at 2.26 gigahertz. It's the Core i7, I believe it's the 2720QM is what that one is. And this computer shipped stock with Windows 7 Professional. So there is the 14-inch 1600 by 900 display. And I'm sorry about the quality. My camera has decided to stop focusing. There is the, I don't know if you guys can see that. Again, I'm sorry about the quality. There it goes. There is the webcam and the little indicator to show where the webcam, that the webcam is active. Up here you have the little latch to hold the case shut, which is nice. And then there is the little handle that you push, or the little button push to unlatch it. Another nice bit of attention to detail is this latch is actually metal, except this part here is plastic, but the button here is metal. And this also is plastic here, but that is the only pieces of plastic on the whole computer aside from the keyboard. Everything else is either rubber, and the rest of the case is from the bottom up metal, which is very nice and explains why this laptop is so heavy, because it's made with a very durable metal design. The bottom is magnesium. This band around the edge here is all metal. The top here is brushed aluminum. So very nice premium design, which really you can only find on Dell's workstation grade laptops, such as this one. And I think that's another reason that you would get one of these, is if you need a rugged laptop, this thing will definitely fit your needs. I mean, you could drop this thing from head height and it would be fine. I'm not going to test that at the moment, but I know that these laptops are designed for that kind of smashing. These are actually, some of these are used in the military in environments would be very bad for most other computers, but these are designed to handle those kind of environments. The whole top case here is waterproof, which is nice because so if you spill a drink on this, it won't fry the components underneath, and then you can just wipe it off and it'll be all good. That's about all there is to talk about on the case. Well, there are some indicators here. There's power and battery on the top here, and if we open it back up here, inside here we have a hard drive indicator, the battery, and that shows that your computer is connected to the internet. And then over here we have the power button, which I'm going to use right now. And to show you guys how long this takes to boot up. There you go, you have the Dell splash screen there. Now if you have a regular 7200 or 5400 RPM hard drive in here, it will take a little bit longer than this to boot up. I have a hybrid drive in mine, and it is pretty speedy. Not quite as fast as an SSD, but pretty close. Now this is starting up from being totally dead, so it's going to take a little bit longer than normal as well. And that green line across there is from previous damage to the laptop. When I bought this thing, it was the Scratch and Dent Special, is what they call it. And this line is just from shock to the screen. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the top here, on the back, there is a scratch where this thing was dropped. Apparently somebody dropped it and it messed the screen up a little bit. But it's not the graphics. It's not an issue with graphics. It seems to just be an issue with the screen itself. And it's not getting any worse, so I've just decided to not bother replacing it quite yet. So there you are, guys. It finished. That was under a minute, which is pretty good, especially after starting up from being dead. Now the battery in this thing is good. I have just used it a lot, and the battery is depleted. So I do try to take good care of the battery. Sometimes I do end up letting it go. So let me just type in my password here. And there you go, now we're logged in. And you guys can take a look at my awesome matrix background that I found. So I use this thing mostly for schoolwork, a little bit of gaming, which it is capable of gaming. Now you're not going to be able to play like the most modern titles like GTA 5 or something like that. You can play stuff like Minecraft and Roblox it can handle pretty well. Stuff like that. This is not a gaming machine strictly. This is meant for graphics and stuff like that. It's not meant for gaming, but it is capable of gaming. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys the specs of this machine here. Alright, so here we go. We have, if it would focus, an Intel Core i7-2720QM, 2.2 gigahertz, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 7.88 gigabytes usable, and the reason for that, of course, is that's allocated for the RAM, or for the video card. And that's really all there is to see on this thing. Now that hybrid drive I have in here, that is a 250 gig WD black, is what that one is. So that's the specs of this machine. Now let me just show you some gaming performance here on Minecraft. And this machine also has dual graphics. It has Intel HD graphics, and then it also has a dedicated NVIDIA Quadro GPU with one dedicated memory. It's preparing to download there. There you go. Launcher will be up in just a second here. Creative world here. So as you guys can see, it's pretty smooth. Playback here, you can move around pretty easily. See, I'm just flying here through the world. See, just walking through a forest here. It's pretty smooth, so let me just show you what kind of FPS you're going to look at with this thing. So as you can see, in a normal Minecraft world, you're going to run into about 65 FPS here. 61. It'll drop in the forests, of course, because there's more textures to load. But as you can see, now Minecraft isn't that demanding of a game. But the fact that it runs it is pretty cool, because it does have a pretty older GPU in it. Now it's a dedicated GPU, and it's more powerful than your average GPU in a laptop. But as you can see now, we're getting 70 FPS. We broke 70 there, and we're flying through the forest here. So that's pretty good FPS for this game. And I think the reason for that is mostly because this is a CPU intensive game, and that quad-core octa-thread i7 is really excelling in this game right now. So that is some gaming performance there for you. I have much other games to show you than that. I did want to try War Thunder on there before, right there. And I tried to run it, and it does run. It runs at about 25-30 FPS. Pretty bad, because War Thunder is a very big and demanding game. It didn't used to be, but it is now. That's what I play on my main computer upstairs, though. This doesn't quite run War Thunder well enough for me to use it as my main gaming machine, but if I'm just, if I finish my homework early or something after class and I have a little bit of time left, because I'm homeschooled, if I have extra time, I am allowed to play games like War Thunder, and it does well enough that I can play on this. And you can do stuff like running virtual machines on here. See Oracle VM box there. You can do video editing. I run Packet Tracer for my class at Cisco, or the GACTC, and I take the Cisco Computer Technologies class. I did try to run BeamNG on this thing. It doesn't really work very well. It only gets about 10 FPS with everything at the absolute lowest settings, which is a bit disappointing. But BeamNG drive is even harder to. So that is about all I have for you guys on gaming.